Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Curb Appeal, the series on my channel where I attempt to recreate photographs that you guys submit in the Sims 4 game. So today's episode is a very special one because one of you guys actually submitted this photo for me to recreate. So the person that submitted this is Sam McNichol98 in my Discord server. So if you guys aren't aware, I do have a Discord server where we can chat and stuff, and it's also a place where you guys can submit photographs for me to recreate in this series. So if you want to join the Discord server, I'll have it linked down below. And the appropriate channel is just called Curb Appeal Inspo, where a lot of people will just post their photographs and I might recreate one. And it's also a good place for you guys to get inspiration too. If I don't recreate it, you guys can always recreate it in your own game. In the Discord too, we also have like a self-promo tab and like build tabs. You can like share your creations and stuff, and it's also just a good place where you guys can talk to me on a more personal level, like on the weekend and stuff, and we can just chat. So definitely join that down below if you guys are interested. But today's photograph, I'm going to pop it on the screen right here, right now in the top left hand corner so you guys can see it unfold throughout the video and see how close I get it. But pretty much this photo is kind of like a modern looking cabin is what I got from it. It is definitely something that belongs maybe in this vacation world. So kind of like a cabin, but a more luxurious modern style, which is what I love, obviously. So I thought it'd be a nice thing to put in, what is this place called? Granite Falls, the place where you can go camping, but it's more like glamping because it's a very, very beautiful, beautiful cabin, I guess. So it is only one story, and I think it has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So although it looks quite large, it can only house, I think, 6 Sims. So 2 double beds in 1 bedroom and 1 master suite, or 1 master bedroom with a double bed as well. So a nice 6 Sim getaway, maybe for a family or maybe for a bunch of young adult couples. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely a more bougie glamping kind of cabin in the woods. So I really liked how there was some nice big black open windows. It definitely gave it that big modern vibe. And I also liked how it was only 1 story. A lot of times when you build these cabins and these modern homes, they can be like 2, 3 stories, like big mansions and stuff. And I didn't really want to build such a huge mansion. I wanted to build something that was only 1 story, just because it's a little bit easier, in my personal opinion, to play in 1-story homes. You guys know this. And it's also a lot easier to furnish because it doesn't take so much time. But personally, in my gameplay, I like to play in a 1-story home just because I can kind of see where everybody is all at once without having to shift floors up and down. So that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think about gameplay. Do you guys like 2-story or 3-story homes, or do you guys like 1-story homes? I also don't ever really use basements in my personal gameplay either. Basements just seem so far away to me that I never really do it. But I know a lot of you guys do use basements, so let me know how you guys like to play the game. But here you can see I'm pretty much done with the kind of facade of the build. I went for a very neutral color scheme, kind of like brown wood, kind of like the photograph, and then, like I said, big black windows. I use the Island Living black windows. I like them a little bit better than the base game ones, but if you do download this, you can feel free to swap them out for the base game ones if you want. And then I use those nice big Eco Lifestyle glass sliding doors. Those sliding doors from Eco Lifestyle are a total game changer, and I'm so happy we got them. And it's so nice that they come in every wall height and also different widths, so you can make them as skinny or as wide as you want. It's definitely very like LA mansion, very modern. My only critique is the fact that they're not as black as some of the other window frames, so they're a little bit more like a soft black, whereas you can see the windows from the Eco or from the Island Living are like a jet black. So I kind of wish that they matched, but it's honestly not a big deal. I use them anyways. But here you can see we are doing the kind of fire pit area, so I did it pretty quickly, so you can feel free to rewind. But I basically took the fire pit item from Outdoor Retreat and lined it with some like of that marble slabbing from Dine Out, just to make it a fire pit that's a little bit more luxurious, because I didn't want to put just a round circular fire pit on the ground. I wanted it to be a little bit more elevated and a little bit more luxury, so it went with the kind of modern vibe a little bit better. So I just surrounded it with that marble piece from Dine Out. That marble piece is so versatile, you guys. I've been using it in so many of my builds lately, especially in the bathroom and maybe even in the kitchen. I can't remember, but I've been really trying to use different objects in different ways just to be a little bit more creative. So that marble piece in Dine Out is honestly so worth it to me, and it can be used in many scenarios. You will see I use it in the bathroom later on in the video, so keep an eye out for that. But besides that, I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in a long time. The last video I posted was my James Charles mansion recreation. So if you guys don't know, my last episode of Curb Appeal, I recreated James Charles' new home. So I actually had the exterior photo, but I didn't know what the interior looked like because he hadn't done his interior house tour yet. And then as soon as I posted the video, like a week later, he ended up posting his house tour. So if you compare his house tour that he posted on YouTube to my recreation in The Sims, it's definitely not anything like his real home, because obviously I didn't know what the inside looked like, but I might just have to renovate the interior to make it a little bit more accurate. Although his home is like 8 bedrooms or something like that, with like a big studio basement and everything. And the recreation I did, I gave him like a 1 bedroom, which is obviously, I knew he didn't have a 1 bedroom. I just didn't want to furnish 8 bedrooms. So I don't know if I'll ever renovate it and give it 8 bedrooms like his real home, but you guys can feel free to go check out that video. Like I said, I'll link it down below. And if you want to, you can feel free to renovate my recreation to make it more accurate to his actual interior of his home, since he did post his house tour. And might I add, his home is like my dream home. It is so beautiful, so beautifully decorated, and the studio in the basement is just like a dream. So I really envy him and his really beautiful house. But in the meantime, we'll just build houses in The Sims. It's totally fine. But anyways, here you can see we've done a lot of landscaping. I went for a little bit of like a zen vibe with the bamboo and a little bit of like pond action here and there. I've been really into ponds lately. I don't really know why, but I put ponds everywhere now. It's just a nice way to make something feel a little bit more luxurious and add in some landscaping around the pond. I feel like it's really easy. I did the pond super quick, so feel free to add some ponds into your build. If you're looking for ways to kind of up your landscaping game, put a tiny little pond. And a trick is, don't make it too symmetrical or too cookie cutter looking. Make it look a little bit, you know, crooked and stuff like that. And I feel like that's how you make it look a little bit more natural. Add some rocks, add some grass, kind of, you know, make it look a little bit messy, and that's a good way to make it look a little bit more natural. So I've been really on the pond hype train. Hopefully you guys are as well. I feel like in 2020, my landscaping skills have definitely gotten a lot better, so I'm really happy with that kind of progress. But besides that, what else have we missed? I feel like we honestly haven't talked in so long. Oh yeah, last weekend it was my birthday. I was gonna try and get a video up for my birthday, but things just got so busy. You know how it goes. Birthdays, I really don't like to make a really big deal out of my birthday, just because, you know, I just want like a nice dinner out at my favorite restaurant or something like that. But for some reason, this birthday was so busy for me. My birthday landed on a weekend, so I just, you know, when your birthday's on a weekend, it's, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I did end up getting a new gaming PC. I ended up building a new one straight from scratch, and then I got a nice big 27-inch gaming monitor as well. The PC was a gift to myself, so like I bought it for myself for my birthday, but the monitor was a gift, and it honestly feels like I'm playing Sims on like a movie theater screen. It is so big, and you know, expect some high quality content, better speed builds for you guys now that I have a really big movie theater monitor. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have to catch up on, I guess. Yeah, but how have you guys been? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys have been up to. since the last time we spoke. How is August going for you guys? Are you guys going back to school soon? Are you back in school? Just let me know how things are. I want to catch up with you guys in the comment section down below, and I'll try to reply to as many of those comments as I can. So anyways, here you can see we are on to the interior. So I have floor planned it already, and it is of course very open concept, and I made it quite bright and kind of modern looking. So I kept some nice wood flooring, but I did go for this base game like beige wall color, which I really loved. Back when I only had the base game, when I first started my YouTube channel, I used this beige swatch on the wall everywhere. I think it's a really great swatch, and I think it looks really great next to black. So here you can see I put a nice big black kitchen, obviously very open concept, just like I always do that. And I think those cabinets are from Get to Work, if I'm not no, Spa Day. They're from Spa Day. Oh my goodness, Spa Day pulls through, you guys. Don't sleep on Spa Day. It's funny how we got counters in Spa Day, but we don't get counters in like other expansion packs. Isn't that kind of funny? I don't know, that just kind of slipped my mind, or just kind of came to my mind. We need more kitchen counters. I feel like that's next on my wish list. Is I really hope the next pack that we get has kitchen counters. Except actually the next pack is Star Wars, so I really don't care if we get like kitchen counters that are Star Wars themed. But the next pack, hopefully there's new kitchen counters. But as you can see, I just made a nice kind of slick all black kitchen with some really modern upgraded appliances. I used one of those big large cabinets too to kind of act as a pantry, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a simple kitchen, but I think it looks really sleek and really clean, and it flows really nicely, especially with the shape of the room. But here you can see I'm doing the dining room, so the formal dining area, I guess. So pretty much I just made it all city living, so a city living dining table, city living chairs, and city living rug. I love city living. City living has some really great modern, like universal, super versatile furniture items that I use in pretty much every single build, especially that fluffy rug, you guys. You guys know I love that fluffy rug. But here you can see in this kind of living area, I would have loved to put a big sectional couch, just like a big modern, comfortable, sleek sectional couch, but unfortunately we don't have sectional couches. So that's just yet again another thing that I wish we had in The Sims, but I'm patient. I'm not hating. I'll definitely patiently wait for it to come out, because I feel like the longer we wait, the better it will be when it finally does come out. So I'm looking forward to it one day. Let me know if you guys are also looking forward to a nice sectional couch in The Sims. I just feel like it will. I feel like they're not going to put in a sectional couch anytime soon, because the second they put in a sectional couch, we're never going to use any of the other couches ever again. It's all over for all of the other couches. So they have to let the other couches, have a chance to shine before they swoop in with the sectional couch. So I understand why they're holding off. That's just my theory, you guys. That's just my theory. But here you can see we're pretty much done with the living area. I had it kind of black themed at first, but then I felt there was too much black in the build, especially with that all black kitchen. So I decided to change up all of the color swatches to make them a lot more like earthy, neutral beige. I mixed and matched a lot of neutral colors. So like the stone coffee table, the light beige bookshelf, and then the kind of warmer toned brown armchairs. So you might not like how many kind of neutral colors I put in here, but I figured that it was okay if it was kind of earthy, just because it is a kind of naturey, in the woods, cabin-y vibe. So I don't know, let me know if you guys are on the same wavelength as me in terms of all the neutral colors I used. I just didn't feel like putting too much black, because then it just becomes like a typical modern beige and black build, which is, I was kind of trying to do something a little bit different. So hopefully you guys like that, but if not, feel free to change the color swatches to whatever you like. But here you can see I am just kind of adding in some mirrors, adding in some little decor pieces just to make the room feel a little bit more full and look a little bit more well decorated. But besides that, I do actually have a really funny story. So I am so over this work from home thing. So if you guys don't know, I do work in an office in kind of like a financy job, and I usually work in an office, but because of things, I've been working at home since like February. And the other day I had like a Zoom call, like a Zoom meeting where we have to go on webcam and stuff, and I was wearing my like bright pink kitty cat like Razer headphones, like those gaming headphones with the cat ears that like light up and stuff. And I totally forgot that I was wearing those when I entered the meeting. And I entered the meeting and it was with like these like people that are like fairly high up in the company, and they usually wear like, you know, suits to work and stuff like that. And I'm here sitting here in my bright pink headphones, and I entered the meeting and I'm just like, it took me like a minute to realize that I look completely out of place with these headphones on. And yeah, that's probably like one of the top 10 most embarrassing moments of my entire life. I just like turned off the webcam and then like pretended that it like didn't work. But yeah, needless to say, I am just so done with work from home. Like, we just need to go into the office and have regular meetings like normal people and not have to be on like webcam, and me with my like streamer set up and my bright pink kitty headphones. Like, it's just, I'm over it. I'm over it. And it was really embarrassing. And I'm probably, you know, I can probably never talk to them ever again. Hopefully I don't go back to the office because I don't want to see them ever again. But yeah, they were like kind of important people too. So that kind of sucks, but it's fine. It's fine. I have you guys and that's all that matters. But you can see we are done with the kind of like kitchen, living, dining area. I did end up putting like a little breakfast nook, but it's pretty much just a picnic table. I know that's an outdoor picnic table, but I did think that it looked kind of good inside just because it had cushions on the benched part, and it does look like a nice, sleek, modern, you know, interior table too. Sometimes I like putting kind of picnicky bench areas inside in some instances, and in this instance it worked. So I also just put a little extension off the island. As you can see, it was feeling a little bit like empty in that area, and I couldn't put another kind of standalone dining table, so I thought I'd kind of put like an extension off of it. So basically I just took one of those base game dining room tables and I just used the bb.move objects cheat to kind of place it into the island and then extend a couple more seats off of it just to make it like a little extension. I don't really know. It was just feeling a little bit empty there. So that's kind of a cool trick you can use if your space is feeling a little bit empty or you don't have space for a standalone dining table. You can just kind of extend it off of the island. And I've actually seen that in real life. There are some condos here in my city where the dining table kind of slides out of the island, and then when you're done with it, you can slide it back in. So maybe that's like a new like micro space saving technique in design nowadays. But yeah, I've actually seen that in real life. But anyways, you can see I'm working on the bathroom, and again, I'm using that marble counter trick that I was telling you earlier. So basically that marble piece from Dine Out, seriously, really a really good furniture piece. And I just layered them on top of each other and then put the bathroom appliances in, slotted them in there like that, just so it looks like a cool little countertop instead of using kitchen counters in the bathroom or just putting the sink, you know, standing alone. You can kind of layer on top those little pieces so that it looks a little bit cooler. I don't know. It's just kind of a cool trick to make your bathrooms a little bit more interesting. I've just been struggling with bathrooms lately. You guys know I don't really like making bathrooms in The Sims, but I'm trying to find cool new tricks and stuff to make them a little bit more interesting. So here you can see I'm making a kind of loungy bar area. I figured that the door opens so you can kind of have an outdoor-indoor living area for parties and stuff like that. I mean, if you're inviting like people out to your cabin in the woods for a party, I don't really know. But I kind of made a makeshift sectional couch here with the spa day couches and then just put those pillows on top to cover up the little crack clipping area. And I put a bar because you need a bar if you're going to have parties, let's be honest. Also, I used that fish tank coffee table. Is that weird? I've never used it before. I figured it's time to use it. I wanted a circular coffee table, and I figured this was a very modern, naturey build. We're near a little lake and stuff, so if there was ever a time to use it, I feel like it was now. So I hope that's okay. I probably will never use that coffee table ever again, but hey, at least we did it once. And if you don't like it, you can just change it. It's no big deal. But here you can see I'm just putting some little knickknacks on the coffee table, just making it look a little bit more interesting. Some magazines, some refreshments, some succulent plants, what have you. But let me know what you guys think of the build so far. We're almost done with the kind of common area spaces, so it is a very open concept. I like the flow of it, actually. I feel like there's good feng shui. I feel like it flows really nicely. You can be in the kitchen and you can still kind of see what's going on in the dining room or in the breakfast nook or in the living room. You can kind of be interactive with everybody if you have a lot of people over, and that's kind of the thing, or that's the type of layout that I kind of want in my personal dream home one day, is to have that big open concept feel where you can be interacting with everybody in the home, even when you're in the living room or the dining room or the kitchen or stuff like that. And then yeah, that's just my dream home floor plan, okay, you guys? So here you can see we're working on the master bedroom right now. So I did use, again, the City Living bed. City Living has all of my favorite furniture, I think. If you guys don't have City Living, and I know a lot of people ask me for recommendations on which pack they should get, in my personal opinion, I think City Living is a super, super good pack if you guys like modern furniture, you like apartment living, like in general. I live in an apartment, and I live downtown, and so I really resonate with City Living because you can live in a little apartment. So I don't have like a backyard or like a driveway like a real home. So apartment living is something that I live in real life, so I want it in game. So if you are like me and you also like apartment living and you like cool, beautiful modern furniture, I would highly suggest getting City Living. But anyways, basically in this bedroom, I did do a cool little trick with the side tables. So those side tables are actually just cabinets, kitchen cabinets, and I just sized them down and kind of placed them on the wall near the bed to give it more of that modern feel, where the side tables are kind of like floating next to you instead of actually touching the ground. So it does have a little bit more of a modern feel, which I love. And then the room just has a nice little desk with a computer in case you need to get any work done, and then a nice little reading nook in the corner. And then I also have a cool little wardrobe as well. Also, something that you might have seen me do at the beginning of the build, but I did do it pretty quickly, is I did put little skylights in this entire build, which is really fun. I use the little glass floor piece from Island Living. Island Living came with this cool square piece that makes the floor glass, and it's perfect for skylights, especially with builds like this where it is more modern and you use more of like a flat top roof. You can just put those Island Living glass pieces on the ground to make skylights, and they work really well. But you can see we're moving on to the second bedroom. So the second bedroom, I wanted to make it suitable for 2 Sims at least. So maybe 2 kids or 2 couples, I'm not really sure. It was kind of like hotel vibes because this is a vacation home. I did feel like it was okay to give it more like hotel vibes. So in the hotel room, if you've been in a hotel room, basically you have like 2 beds, 2 queens or 2 kings or 2 doubles. So I kind of went for that vibe, and I used the same trick with the cabinets to be as end tables, and then I just put a little divider in between the 2 beds by putting the cabinet in there, kind of like it's a wardrobe or something like that, just to add some separation and also to make it a little bit more functional looking, as if they could hang their clothes up in there. Also, you guys may have noticed that I have been using a mod in this build. So it is the Expandable Catalog Mod, I think is what it's called. It's pretty much a mod that adds extra rows to your catalog. So you may see me pop it out from time like here and there throughout the video. Pretty much instead of 2 rows of build catalog, I have like 5 or 6 rows, and it is so useful. And it's a mod by the modder. Their name is Twisted Mexi. So go check them out on Twitter. They have like a Patreon and like a website and everything like that. They have a lot of cool mods, and I'm gonna say, you guys, this is the first mod I have ever downloaded ever. And you guys know I like to play very vanilla. I don't really use mods or CC or anything like that, but this mod was a must-have for me. So I highly suggest, if you are like me and you don't really use mods, you don't care for mods, but you do like to build, I would highly suggest, coming from someone who doesn't use mods, I suggest this mod. Twisted Mexi, go check them out on Twitter, go check them out on Patreon or their website. I'll have their Twitter link down below, so you can go check them out. But go download it. It was super easy to, you just download it and then you drag the file into your mods folder and then boom, you're done. So I like it when it's simple like that. I'm really intimidated by mods sometimes because I don't know where all the files go, and like, am I going to get a virus, and what can I delete, what can I not delete, how do I, find it, whatever. But this mod was super, super easy, so I highly do recommend this specific modder if you are a builder like me and you want a bigger catalog. But pretty much I am done with everything, almost. I added a nice little hot tub in the backyard. Well, there's not really a backyard, but the back area, and I gave it like kind of zen vibes again with the bamboo and the grass and the rocks. I figured that the place needed a hot tub and also like a little hexagonal pool as well. So a lot of fun, cute things, a nice little modern oasis getaway is what I would consider this. So I'm really happy with this build. I think that it looks super stunning, super modern, super my vibe, nice and neutral, exactly how I like it. But it's a little bit different because I don't usually do vacation lots or like tree, naturey lots. So I feel like this is a step out of my comfort zone, but also while staying in my comfort zone, if you guys know what I mean. But the screenshots should be rolling, which means the build is over. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you thought about it. Don't forget to rate my recreation out of 10. How close did we get my recreation to the original photo? Let me know down below. And if this is your first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody.